Hello guys, and welcome back to another Scott Adkins kicking tutorial. Today we're going to be doing one of my all-time favourite kicks, and it is the cheat 720. Okay, this is a great kick. Do you know what? For a long time I couldn't do this kick properly. I used to do it the wrong way, and it wasn't until I hooked up with the Ginger Ninja trickster himself, Aaron Gasol, that he showed me the proper way to do this, the Korean way, the Taekwondo way. So shout out to Aaron, thanks mate. You need to make sure that you can do the kicks that progress to this kick. So you need to make sure you can do a spinning hook kick. You need to make sure you can do the tornado kick, okay? You probably need to make sure that you can do the 540 kick. It's possible that if you can do the tornado, you can do this kick. But really, if you want to do this kick to the best of its ability, you need to be able to do the tornado kick. So there's links to those kicks in my tutorials below that you can find. Make sure you watch those first and practice as much as you can. And then when you can do that, you're going to move on to the cheat 720. So what a lot of people do when they do this kick, when they're first starting to learn it, myself included back in the day, is you end up spinning in a straight up position with my feet at the bottom here and my head at the top here, and I'm rotating on that axis like that. But if you want to do this kick properly, you don't want to be spinning through the air in this position. You actually want to be tilted like that, so that when you throw the kick, and I'm doing this with my left leg, obviously doing it with your right leg, it's going to be the other way. But with your left leg, I'm tilted back this way, I'm tilted away from my opponent, the target where I'm kicking. My head's well away from it, and my hip is more forwards, so that when I do the hook kick, I'm actually in a hook kick position. Yeah, I'm actually like this. But what people do is they're not able to lean back when they do the spin for this kick. They end up spinning on the spot in that upright position, and you can't get the hook kick out then. You can only do a crescent kick. So the wrong way to do this kick will look something like this. I haven't done it for a while, so forgive me if it's a really lame version of this kick. I'm sure it will be. So to be completely upright, something like that. Coming around with a crescent kick, body's upright, my head's too far. It's hard for me to kick up because my head's too far this way. I really need to be leaning back in a proper hook kick position. Should be the same position as when I do a spinning hook kick, like that. Leaning back, kicking through with the heel. I need to be in the same position after I've done the spin. So the first thing you need to do with this kick, same as with the 540, same as one of the ways you can do the tornado kick, we're going to step in. Why are we going to step in? Because it's going to help us gain momentum, it's going to help me gain some height, and I'm also going to be able to use my arms. I'm going to telegraph the kick, but that's okay. For the purposes of learning this kick, it's fine to telegraph it. So from back here, I'm going to be kicking with my left leg. If you're going to kick with your right leg, obviously you're going to do it the other way. I do most of the kicks with my left leg because I like to spin to my left. I'm crap at spinning the other way, and when I tore my ACL, it prevented me from doing a lot of spins on that knee anyway, because I completely destroyed it. But anyway, enough of that. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to really use my arms. I'm going to wind up quite a bit, and I'm going to step forward and around with this foot. Okay? I'm almost going to step all the way 360 with that foot. I'm actually going to do two little skips. I'm going to go 1, 2, and then up. Yeah? Especially on a floor like this, which grabs your grip. You can't spin on it very well, so you need to do place, place. 1, 2. So I'm using my arms, I'm winding up, and it's 1, 2, and then jump. I'm just jumping up, and I'm spinning around. Okay? Now how do we get from this position to this position? Well, this is why you have to know the tornado kick first, and also the 540. Because the way I like to do it is, as I'm spinning around, what I'll do is I'll jump up and I'm going to point that knee where I'm going to throw the kick. So from here, I'm stepping in and I'm going to point that knee. So I'm looking at my target, and I'm also pointing the knee at my target. Now, The higher I can jump and the higher I can get my knee, the more air time I'm going to have. And it's very important to spot your target. You need to spot your target twice, well, 3 times really, because at the beginning, first time I'm looking at where I'm going to kick, okay? And then I'm going to twist and I'm going to spot. I'm seeing where I'm going to kick. And then I'm going to jump up with that knee and I'm going to look again before I kick. So that's 3 times I'm looking at the target. At the beginning, 1, 2 as I turn, and then as I turn around again, I'm looking for a 3rd time. So you're spotting 3 times, but the middle one, the second time you spot, is probably the most important because you need to gauge where you are in that spin, where the target is, whether the target's moved, but most importantly to have spatial awareness. Stepping in, that spot there, that's the most important, that spot there. And you see, I was driving the knee up. That's what's going to give you this lean back, because as I'm coming up, I'm driving the knee up, it's forcing my body back like this, forcing my body back. Now all I've got to do is 1 little more turn, and I've got the perfect hook kick that we want for this 720. It's a cheap 720 hook kick. Not cheap 720 crescent kick, it's a cheap 720 hook kick. Drive that knee up, point it at the head, and then you're almost there. 1 last spin, you got that hook kick. Something like this. And again, drive that knee up. Drive that knee up to where you're going to kick.
Human error. Evolution. This is the future.
So that's essentially it. As long as you drive that knee up, leaning back as that knee comes up, just a slight bit. That last turn is a proper legit hook kick with the flat of the foot or the heel. Then you've got your proper cheat 720. Enjoy your journey, fellow martial artists. I'll see you next week.
Human error. Evolution.